We want to welcome to the program, really a music legend. Good morning. This is Carole Bayer Sager. How are you this morning?
I'm very good, Rollin. How are you?
Wonderful. You know, you look at your laundry list of everything that you've achieved so far in life, Oscar, a couple of Golden Globe Awards, Grammy Song of the Year. You've got your own solo albums. You and Marvin Hamlish wrote a Broadway musical. Peter Allen, you co-wrote a half a dozen songs or more for the Broadway musical The Boy from Oz. But I really want to know, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
I had oatmeal. I had oatmeal and coffee, and it was quite delicious.
There you go. There you go.
What did you have for breakfast?
I had a bowl of Rice Krispies and some coffee.
There you go.
There you go.
Cereal in the morning.
Yeah, it works. It works. Well, listen, welcome to the program. I was so happy that we were able to schedule this interview with you because you are such a musical legend. You have been around for such a long time, but contributing in that period of time for 5 decades, and had a chance to not only perform but write music with so many different people. As you look back on your life in this book that you've got there, Playing Our Song, as you wrote all this down, could you believe that you've done and achieved and experienced what you have?
Well, you know, that's one of the things that I didn't really realize until I was writing the book. Once I was writing the book, I said, for the first time I've ever said it, I said, oh my God, I've really had a big life. But you're not aware of that when you're living day to day.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I think I wrote the book was not just to share some of the great stories of collaboration and some of the amazing people I've worked with, but it was because I wanted to give some hope to people who would read the book and who maybe didn't feel fantastic about themselves, that you can start with tremendous anxiety and tremendous fear like I actually did as a child, and it informed much of my life. I think it's from having one parent tell you that you can be anything and another parent telling you that you're nothing. I think.
Boy, that's got to have been a tough way.
I had a very critical and non-nurturing mom, and it stayed with me, But I wanted to share that, you shouldn't compare your insides to anybody else's outsides, because my life looked great and I was suffering, except in the world of songwriting. And it took a long time, until I was in my mid-40s, for me to finally step into my life and live it and enjoy it and feel the blessings of it. And that's part of why I wrote this book, to give other people who suffer from anxiety and fear and feeling they're not enough, and if I was more this, and if maybe I was thinner, or maybe if I was, taller, or maybe whatever my junk was that I carried with me so long, to be able to finally know that we are all enough, and we're all God's children, and we're all meant to live and be joyful and feel the blessing of being alive. And it took me a very long time to know that. So I thought, let me share that, and hopefully I'll connect with people in the way that I connect when I write a song.
In so many of your songs, were they inspired by some of the peaks and valleys in your emotional experience through life?
I'm pretty sure they were. I mean, I always feel the best songs come through us, not from us, but clearly part of my struggle was in some of those songs, like Coming from the Rain and Don't Cry Out Loud, and The Prayer, for sure. Dion Andrea Bocelli song. I think I spent my whole lifetime looking for a place where I'd be safe, and The Prayer is, it was never a hit, but David Foster, whom I wrote it with, told me that it's the one of 3 songs that's sung almost always at funerals and weddings.
Wow.
The other 2 are Wind Beneath My Wings and Ave Maria. So, I think it was those voices of Celine Dion and Andrea that just put the song in a stratosphere, that made people feel hopeful and closer to whatever source they plug into
Right.
to believe in. Yeah.
Well, Carol, we had your one of your former big loves, Burt Bacharach, on the program.
Did you?
We did, and it was wonderful to talk to him. But that relationship ended, and I think that put you in a kind of a down spiral for a while. Were there particular songs?
I would say so.
and that's in the book.
Because we did everything together.
Mm-hmm.
We wrote, we performed, we produced, we made demos. And we lived as man and wife. And when he left me, it was so devastating because it wasn't just my whole marriage that was over, which was pretty sad for me at the time. And it was, what am I going to do? I mean, I was so used to just writing with Bert and whoever else we wrote with, but for 10 years that I felt it was tough. But, everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And had a girlfriend who told me at the time, you're holding rhinestones to your breast and God is waiting to give you diamonds. And I didn't believe that at the time, but, not that long after Bert, I met a man Bob Daly, who's been my husband for the last 20 years, and we're together going on 25 this
Awesome.
Thanksgiving. And, here it is. He didn't even know my songs. He doesn't love music, but he loved me, and I'd never had that in my life.
Well, Carol, that's just awesome, and that's what's in this book. All these revelations, the stories of your life, and the lifeline there. And I just got to say thank you for being on the program, but also thank you for what you contributed to my musical life. There, I've done this for 42 years and played so many of your songs, and it's just an honor and a pleasure to talk to you. They're playing our song, Carol. Thanks for what you've done.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
You too.